101.1 Smart FM, the spirit of Indonesia, business and inspiration. Good evening, smart listener. Welcome back to our English learning program, Smart Up Your Life, with me, Rifa Majid, as your host, and also my friends from BPEC Makassar. Hi, guys.
Hello.
How are you? I'm so happy to see you tonight.
Yeah,
We are great.
Yes.
we are great.
And
Usually, but we feel cold tonight.
Oh
I don't know.
yes, but you can run from this cold.
Exactly.
Feel like Malino.
Well, tonight I'm so happy because we can meet again. We can see each other,
Yeah.
and we are going to talk about one topic for you, smart listener, and we invite you to join us tonight on WhatsApp 0811461011, and also you can write down your comments on our comment section on YouTube channel Smartfm Makassar. Well, guys, please introduce yourself to smart listener who just listening to us tonight.
Okay. Hi, smart listener. Okay. I'm Sam Sahril Dias. You can call me Radias, and I'm from BPEC, of course. And tonight, I'm a speaker like my friends.
Yes, Mr. Diaz. We have
Hi.
Mr. Diaz tonight, and also
Hello.
the
my
one and
name-
only.
Hello, my name is
Yeah.
Mohammed Fikri, and then my friends call me Fikri, and I'm also one of committees in BPEC.
Yes, the president.
Yeah, the president.
Literally president of Benteng Panjua English Club. Well, what is Benteng Panjua English Club? Can you tell smart listener?
Yeah. Benteng Panjua English Club is a meeting club, English meeting club in Makassar, which is the oldest meeting club in Makassar, and all of peoples can join with us, and of course, this is a free of charge, and we recommend to our friends in outside wherever you are. Okay, come join with us in BPEC, and we conduct the meeting as usually on Sunday, 10 a.m. Until 2 p.m.
2 p.m.
Yeah,
every Sunday.
week. Yeah, every
They
Sunday.
can conduct their weekly meeting
Yeah.
every Sunday, and you
Yeah.
can join them, smart listener, and
Yeah.
of course, it's free of charge.
Free of
and
charge.
you do not hesitate to come and to learn together, because yes, this is the big challenge, and how to say, the place that you can improve your skill in speaking English,
Yeah.
or
Not
if
only
you
speaking, but every term of English.
no,
Yeah.
every term of English.
Yeah.
All about English. And I like to have you tonight. We can practice our English, and how to say, we invite smart listener
We
to
are.
practice
Yeah.
the English itself with your confidence.
Yeah.
Well, tonight, to improve your skill in English, we are going to talk about the tolerance. The tolerance in diversity, because we born in the nation of diversity, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm too excited, you know.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, well, for you guys, what the definition from your point of view?
Yeah.
How do you see the tolerance?
Okay. In my own words, tolerance in diversity, it means that every people in around us accept us, accept me as an individual, wherever I am, what tribe I am, what religion, what my background of education,
Yes.
what the characteristic, and what color I am, what racial I mean. Yeah, so I think I'm very proud for Indonesia, because our country is multicultural, and this is a very blessing from our God. I think our tolerance is clear and very safe, and the word is our tolerance is like how to say, prototype, or like sample, or everything, something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm proud to be Indonesian.
Yes, with the
Yeah.
highest or high tolerance.
Yeah.
Well, what about you, Fikri?
Okay,
In your
so-
eyes.
Okay, in my point of view, because we are talking about tolerance in diversity. Actually, we don't need to like say tolerance is diversity, because when we talk about tolerance, it already means that we tolerate to different things or to
Yes,
different
of
opinions
course.
like us. And then to me, tolerance itself is about how we treat people itself well, even though we have different opinions with them, because we cannot deny that as a human we have the same value, we have the same values like them. So that is why we cannot just blame or just underestimate people just because they have different opinion for with us, because we don't know which opinion is right. So that is why if you have different opinion with them, don't believe in their opinion, but also don't judge them wrong as a human being, because
Yes.
last time I've watched on YouTube videos saying that even though you disagree with their opinions, their value as human being will not disappear.
Yes,
So that
yes.
is why
Exactly.
respect their value as a human being, as a human being, even though their opinions or their characters are not good for you. That's for me.
Well. Then I can conclude. We can conclude that
Yeah.
the tolerance is respect, acceptance,
Yeah.
appreciation, right, of the rich diversity, and yes, of our culture, and being very how to say, being very humble with every differences,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So we cannot judge anybody because of differences itself.
Yeah.
We
Wow.
accept every weakness
Yes.
and strangers.
We accept everything,
Yeah.
that you say. Well, smart listener, what about you? How do you see the tolerance happen in our nation today? Are you sure or are you agree that Indonesia is the big country that have a very high tolerance in with every society? You can share your opinion through our WhatsApp 0811 461011, and also you can just write down your comment on our comment section on YouTube channel Smartfm Makassar.
Smart
But guys, do you think is very how to say, if we talk about tolerance, I think it's very common in Indonesia.
Yeah.
Every people, like, yes, they talk about tolerance, but the execution of this tolerance in the society, I think not everybody
Yeah.
can, how to say, can put the tolerance in their top of mind of their activity and their action every day, right? What do you think?
Yeah, I talk about diversity. Yeah, absolutely. Nothing is absolute. Yeah, for me, nothing is absolute. Include tolerance. For example, yeah, there is something like like something like racial body shaming, and everything is similar like that. But I myself, I got tolerance of in my experience when I went to a abroad country. Someday, people who like baby boomers, ibu-ibu in bahasa. Yeah, that moment is a Ramadan month, and she suddenly come to me and give appreciation about Ramadan and give me a dolphin doll.
Oh,
And say congratulations because this man is a Ramadan. I'm appreciate about your holy man. I'm Jews, but I'm appreciate this is a doll for you.
as a present.
Yeah, present.
The dolphin doll as a present for
actually,
your
I
big
feel
day.
speechless.
for Idul Fitri, right?
Ramadan man.
Okay.
Yeah, a Ramadan man going to Idul Fitri.
Okay, well.
Actually, I don't understand, not at all, because that happened suddenly, and someone who I don't know, I'm not recognized. Actually, I'm not recognized well, but she is a guest on board and just come to me because I always smile to every people's every guest, and maybe that is the one first impression for the guest from me. That's why maybe people who come, baby boomers, a mother, something like that, and come to me and give the present doll. Dolphin doll. I just want to say, I just say to her that, oh, thank you so much. I cannot say anything. I'm speechless. What is this? So she say, this is for you. This is a Ramadan month. This is a special. So I give to you. Congratulations.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the
She's a Jew.
example
She is a Jew.
and experience of tolerance, right? And
Jews to Islam.
yes, to
Yeah.
Muslim. Well,
Yeah, Muslim.
but what is the importance of tolerance in diversity, Fikri?
Yeah.
Okay, to me, tolerance is very important because no one in the world is the same. Everyone, even with our brothers and sisters, we are totally different with them. So that is why tolerance is needed to still bond our relationship and etc. In order that we can avoid permusuhan. How to say permusuhan? I forgot it. Hostility, hostility by tolerance. And also, what Mr. Diaz has told us before was very touching tolerance, but I never got the situation because it happened abroad. We cannot deny that in abroad, like America, for example, they are very tolerant people because there are a lot of differences there instead of in terms of religion, cultures, and etc. And I also had a tolerance experience when I was in senior high school. You know, at that time I had a Christian friend. He was my friend in my band. You know, we had a band at the time. And then when I wanted to go to when we were practicing like music, we practicing our preparation to show. And then he suddenly asked me to go to pray because azan is azan is
Calling for prayer.
Call us for prayer. And then at the time he suddenly asked me to go to pray, and then I said to them that okay, we can still continue for a while. And then I was shocked because he didn't want to continue the practice if I don't go to work pray first. So that was not as touching as what Mr. Diaz told me before, but to me it was the most touching tolerance that I've ever had in my life. That's all.
Wow, and then he forced you to
He forced me to go
pray.
to pray. Exactly.
Wow.
He was a Christian.
It's cute.
Yeah.
And it's very sweet, I think. Okay. Well, guys, tonight we have a newcomer here. So I will welcoming you tonight. Please introduce yourself to smart listener who just listening to us tonight.
Hello, Smartfm listener, 101.1 FM. Let me introduce myself. My name is James. I come from the University of Fajar. Well, our topic tonight is about tolerance of in diversity. Well, my campus is University of Fajar. As you can see that half of our students are Muslim and the rest are non-Muslim, and so on. With my class in international relation major, the rest half of my friends is a very tolerance, and every single religion's celebration day we always to congratulate each other, like as Idul Fitr's Day. Happy Idul Fitr to everyone, even though my friends are Christian or even Hindu or Buddha, and so on. When the Christmas Christian celebration day, which is called Christmas, our fellow Muslim friends congratulates the same words too, like Merry Christmas everyone, we wish you for Merry Christmas and Merry Christmas from the broken of our heart. That's so very special words. And so on with other important religious days such as Nyepi Day and Chinese New Year celebration recently for a week ago. we can call it is a really really tolerance of my student friends in my campus.
Yes, yes. That's
Yeah.
one of the proof from tolerance that that existence of the tolerance in our environment, like in college, in campus, in the how to say your workplace, abroad when you live very far away from your home, and yes, anywhere. But tolerance, we need to be tolerant in every place, wherever we are and whenever it is. But in the workplace, sometimes, even though the tolerance is still exists, but how to say, not everybody can be tolerant, right? So from as young people and who love the peace and who love the diversity, how can you demonstrate the tolerance itself in your environment, maybe in your colleague, in your workplace, and whatever? From you, maybe?
James.
Yes,
Okay,
James.
well done. I see that tolerance exists everywhere, even though sometimes we
How
heard the
can you
news.
demonstrate it in your environment?
As I say in Fryer, in my campus, one of my environments, because my connection in my neighborhoods, I'm not really associated so much. So I can just take an example in my campus, because a lot of my time just spent when I left my house just only in the campus. I would like to say that I never heard any form of discrimination or this tolerance attitude in my campus, as long as I take a lecture for us the second year terms. And our relation with our friends from interrelationships, also inter-ethnicities relations, such as Bujinas, Torajanis, Minahasan, Javanese, Dayak, and another ethnic religion from my country. We just keep our relations keeps going well on and on and so on.
Yes.
With inter-faculty relation, everything is all right. I
Yes.
never heard any form of discrimination, even though I ever heard it in a few years ago when I was still in first semester. But
Yes.
it's just a single small case.
Okay, the key of tolerance that you demonstrate in your campus is communication, right? You keep the communication and the relationship is going well every time. What about you, Fikri?
Okay, I always try to face or deal with different opinions from my friends, because I have a lot of friends that very have different opinion with me, and then different characteristic from me. Like I have a friend. He always like say something that is not true. That is like they just make it like it is true. They just talk as if they know everything. So it makes me like it makes me like feel uncomfortable if I see or if I hear people like that. When I was a senior high school, or when I was at school, I always like try to fight with them. I always want to debate them that is wrong. You're not right. You just say something bullshit and etc. But longer and longer, I always try to deal with this. I always read or even watch in YouTube videos that we don't need to like fight with full people. If you fight with full people, you will ended up like lose and etc. So that is why if I right now, at the time, because if I fight them, I will always hostile with them. We will hostile because of this debate. But right now, if I still have friends like that, but I never like fight it. I will never debate it anymore, because I already realized that we cannot make everyone I cannot make everyone like me and etc. So that is why I just let them say whatever they want to prevent hostility between us. So that is why I think this is the importance of tolerance, to respect what they believe and etc.
Yes, yes. Always think positively, right? And yeah, we will continue our conversation after the break, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Smart Up Your Life. Well, Mr. Diaz, I almost forgot to ask you in
No
our
worries.
late
Yeah.
session.
Yeah.
From you
Mhm.
in your activity in your life, daily life, how
Okay,
can
yeah.
you demonstrate the tolerance itself in diversity?
Yeah, get the point. Talking about
And in your
tolerance.
workplace too.
Yeah. Talking about tolerance and diversity, actually, when we talk about tolerance, this is not only about a different tribe, religion, education background, our color, but also our principle, our mindset, and
Yes.
our age.
Ah, yes.
Yeah,
I see.
you know, there is something, you know, like a few weeks ago, we talking about a generation gap, right? So when I face them, like, you know, something like baby boomers, traditional, ageism, a traditional generation, of course, I keep very respect to them. And if I face the youngest, from me, the youngest, I respect. I give them respect. But if I face the ages peoples, I how to say, make a higher respect, like a very respect.
Seniorism.
Not. It's senior. Word senior is like similar like how to say rock.
If it's seniority, you're just
Yeah.
afraid, you're just scared, but you not respect.
Uh,
But if respect, you respect them
Yeah.
the way they are.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So also not only about age, but also about principle. I cannot push someone to be like me, like Mr. Fikri say like that. Also about mindset, I cannot push someone or them to be like me also. So because you know, we are a very diversity, our country is tolerance and also democracy, but we cannot deny it also that in reality, because nothing is absolute, as I mentioned just now, that nothing is absolute. So sometimes there is discrimination, this intolerance happening in our country. So when we talk about the contrast of tolerance, what do you think about, James? Do you have a point of view, like opinion about this or contrast this intolerance?
Okay. About me, sorry. Sorry, my voice is already cracking right here. So I just get the answer is passed to Mr. Fikri for a while because my throat is
Yes.
not okay.
It's okay.
No
It's
worries.
okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, what was you said before?
You know, we cannot deny it because nothing is absolute, include tolerance, and sometimes in our country, like Miss Rifa say also, that something is happen and this is reality. So what about that is happen? I mean, like, this is a contrast because we talk about our tolerance. So what about the case is happen that like intolerance or contrast condition?
Okay, so when we see nowadays, we still like disrespect to black people, even in abroad or even in our country. We just always see that black people are bad people. They are like a robber and etc. But you know, we cannot just judge people based on their skin color.
Do you attack or prevent or what?
Yeah, you know, even though I've never befriend with black people, but I don't believe when people say that they are like bad people and etc. Because I always see people like they underestimate black people just because they have bad clothes and etc. That's one of the problems that exists in terms of intolerance. What about you? Do you agree with that?
So maybe James have a opinion about
Okay,
that.
about opinion. Okay, well. As that you can see in the media, especially in Western countries, when the country has always to campaign and demonstrate they're about diversity, they're about respect in united or various background. But as that you looking back about the case of George Floyd, which is African American, which is has been the most important issues in 2020, because you can see it's all about black people who spend his fake money in just a supermarket, and he's suspended by the police. But the problem is his neck has been stabbed by the police until his throat dead. It is one of the most tragedy. It is a small case, and also is anger for many of Americans, especially African American community, and the movement of BLM has more attention from all the people. Besides of that, Asian American also has experienced recently when COVID-19 has surged outbreaking all over the world. As that you can see the reports, 1,100% cases increased just in 1 year itself after COVID-19 has surged worldwide. You can see an older Chinese man aged 94 has been kicked by a teenager because the teenager has been employed from his job, and also he thinks that maybe COVID-19 is because Asian problem, so maybe he targeted the Asian community and so on. And another 84 years grandfather, which is an Thailand immigrant, has been pushed until his head has sprayed the blood from his cell brains after, and make him dead, and is make an injured from those Asian American community, especially Thai descent.
There's was happening. But how if we flashback with a question of Miss Rifa that like something like personal experience about tolerance, maybe like unforgettable experience. Do you have something like that, like personal touching of tolerance did you got in your life? Do you have, and what are they?
Personal touching like that.
Yeah. Do you have? Do you have
your personal experience?
Yeah, personal experience.
Being very how to say, yes, get the tolerance from other people.
Okay, I remember.
And that is impression.
Yeah, I know that. It is only recent weeks recently. I've got an accident when I speeded my motorcycle because I was get rushes, and there's a motorcycle. It just get a churn. I can make my brake. I can make brake, and then another driver shot him in Makassar language. Is a very harsh word, which means that double BITCH in English. Sorry, I can mention it, so I just spell it.
Okay.
It's really a hard. It's really take my heart.
Okay.
Because I've got
sakitnya
rushes,
tuh di sini ya.
That's right. And also I remember yesterday when I cycling and there's a motorcycle. It turn brake and turn without see your left and right side, so I can handle my brake. I've got it crushed into the motorcycle and I push onto the road. But the problem is the motorcycle angered to me because it's my fault. But I blame them because they just brake and do not turn off their lamp before turning. So I cannot make a caution or my attention how to handle or solve the problem. So just going on until it's stitched on my knee because it's blood when I fell down onto the ground. Okay, that's my discrimination from recently.
So what about the house? Do you have a personal experience about tolerance? Like, unforgettable moment, maybe nice, very nice. People.
I ever experienced one time that a little bit same with Fikri. I have a friend from another religion, and they remind me to pray when the time to pray is come. Like, yes, that's very. I think it very, how to say, it describes that our nation, that our people very aware to act the tolerance itself in daily life. That's all.
What about contrast condition? I mean, intolerance in your life.
I think I never.
Oh,
I think I never.
Good.
Wow, give me a plus for Miss Rifa. Wow, amazing.
Well,
Really?
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Because maybe
Like-
I am the cuek person.
Like bullying, maybe? Because, bullying is include intolerance.
No.
Yeah.
I never experienced about it.
No? Nothing?
No.
Oh my god. Maybe you have something question for Miss Ripa. This is the time we ask
Right.
host.
Why do you ask me? I'm
Okay.
the host right
Well,
now.
maybe I can explain.
Because we make improvisation, right?
Yeah, maybe I want to
Okay.
explain when did I get
Okay.
like intolerance when I
Yeah.
was
You
when
got
I-
it.
yeah,
Mhm.
exactly, because I actually always have like intolerance experiences in my life, but that the very
Like bullying?
not bullying, it's quite you can call it bullying.
Okay.
Like when I was in elementary school, because I was very short
Mhm.
among my friends, among the same the same age, among my friends. At the time when I was in the first or the second elementary school, my seniors always come to me and then always like compare my shoes to them, compare like they say that, oh, your shoes are very small and etc, yours very short, and then they never respect me as a human. I will not forget this situation when I got this intolerance.
Little similar with harassment.
Yeah, we can say harassment. So that is why at the time, because I cannot like fight with my body, I always try to fight by like by another thing. I always join in competition, so that at the time when I was in junior high school and senior high school, no one bullied me again because of my toe. Yeah, that's one of my worst experiences when I was a kid.
Okay,
Back
the
to host.
intolerance.
Yeah.
The intolerance, right? Okay. Well, smart listener, this is our last session of Smart Up Your Life. And as usual, in the last session, we will conclude the conversation, and also we'll share the vocabularies and also idioms that you can use on your daily conversation. So, who wants to give the conclusion of our conversation tonight?
Well, I would like to give my opinion about the conclusion of our topic tonight, which is tolerance and diversity. Tolerance and diversity is all about how the attitude of the people or community, how to respect another people or another individuals, regardless of their background, either race, religion, ethnicities, economic, politics, and there are a lot of background representation. Tolerance in diversity has so much good relations how to make our nations strength, and also how about international relation each other, because all the nation has different and has a different background, so we must have to make a good tolerance in relationship. Is also how we can have a good diplomats, the way of our diplomat between each of nations.
Yes.
Because every nation has on its representative. Because we heard that Muslim majority country, Christian majority country, white people majority country. So beside of tolerance in diversity of a nation, is also tolerance of diversity in global scale or international scale.
Okay, well, thank you for the conclusion,
You're welcome.
James. And well, we're going to we move to vocabularies section.
For vocabulary, first is about tolerance and diversity. First is understanding.
Yes.
Understanding means accept everything, every weakness. And cross tolerance, it means that toleransi, silang toleransi seperti beda negara. Ya. And zero tolerance, tidak ada pemakluman. For example, like workplace, the rule of workplace, aturan kerja, seperti itu. And racist, someone or a college peoples do not accept the colors or the skin from the how to say for the colors. I think that's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fikri?
Okay, I just wanna give two words. The first is phrases, and the second is word. My word is hostility that I have stated before. Hostility means bermusuhan, and then the verb is, we can say, hostile, bermusuhan as well. And then the phrase is bear in mind, harus diingat-ingat. Just bear in mind, hanya mengingatkan. That's all.
Okay. From you, James, any words or idioms to share?
Okay, affirmative action refers to a set of policies and practice within a government or organization seeking to increase representation of particular groups based on their gender, race, sexuality, creed, or nationality in areas in which they are underrepresented, such as education and employment. Contohnya kita bisa melihat seperti bagaimana salah satu politik dinasti yang ada di negara ini. Mereka lebih memprioritaskan, anggaplah karena pemerintah dari kelompok A, dia memprioritaskan lebih ke dukungannya, entah dari segi ras atau apa, sehingga mereka mendapatkan lebih prioritas entah dalam hal pembangunan politik, negara dan sebagainya.
Okay.
This is I call affirmation action.
Affirmation action.
Yeah.
Well, that's the actual explanation of
And
it.
I can take the example, and it's going on in Malaysia. Kita bisa melihat contohnya di Malaysia seperti bagaimana ras Melayu lebih diprioritaskan dibandingkan ras Tionghoa maupun India.
Okay, well. Okay, that's all. Yes. Thank you so much, James, Fikri, and also Mr. Diaz for coming tonight and
Anytime.
accompany me to have a good conversation about tolerance and diversity. We'll see you again next week. And thank you so much for you, smart listener, and see you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.